I'm Stephen Tallant. I'm president at Texas A&M University-Kingsville. I see online learning as an important aspect of everything we do now, and even more so in the future. So let's back up and talk about what's the mission of a university. You know, a mission of a university, we have several missions. The one is mainly is our teaching mission and the transfer of knowledge, and that's what we call teaching, okay? Online learning is vital in us reaching out to more and more of the students in Texas and South Texas. We need this country and the state of Texas, we need to have more undergraduate degrees and we need more graduate degrees. The only way that we're ever going to be able to reach the population that we need to serve is with online learning. So it is vital in meeting our mission and the vision of where I want to go.
I'm Duane Gardiner. I'm the Associate Vice President for Academic Affairs here at Texas A&M University-Kingsville. Our mission here at Texas A&M University-Kingsville is to educate as many people as we possibly can, particularly those from South Texas. We know, and I've known as coming up through the faculty ranks myself, that we've had students who commuted, for instance, from the Valley or from San Antonio to take face-to-face courses here. We know that many of our alumni commuted long distance. We don't know how many people we missed by not making ourselves more available to them, but certainly our distance instruction program makes us much more available to students who might be place-bound or have other reasons why they couldn't attend here face-to-face. The big advantage, of course, to distance learning is convenience. We have a number of students who work, and their work schedules may not coincide very well with our instruction schedule. We have a large percentage of students who are caregivers. We know that our percentage of caregiver students far exceeds the national average. Economics is a factor for everybody, and many people see this as a way to save money with less time behind the wheel of their car and more time studying for their courses.
There are several advantages in distance learning. Number one, we're able to reach students that are both time and place bound. Many students today, especially at the graduate level, have jobs, they have families, the hours that they can learn are restricted to certain times of day, and they don't have the ability to leave where they are and travel distances. So the advantage is that we're reaching out to students that in the past would never have been able to get a graduate education because they did not have the time nor they had the ability to go to a campus to do that. So again, the most significant advantage is one of reaching out and educating students that we never had before. So in terms, it has increased access. Across the country now, all universities have gotten to the business of distance education. If we are to remain competitive and compete with our sister institutions, we must be atop of this issue in distance education because students will take courses elsewhere that's affordable, and they will do that. So if we're not out there and we're not being competitive, we will lose out on the market share and it will hurt us dramatically. Remember, in the state of Texas, we are funded by what's known as a tuition formula. We receive monies based on the type of students and the level of their education. Graduate students bring in more money to the university than undergraduate students. Graduate students in sciences bring in a whole lot of money. So for us to be competitive and have the funding that we need to provide the quality of education that we must have here, we have to have graduate students, and this brings in a market share that we must have.
We have to have distance learning programs, frankly, to be competitive in today's market. Students shop around for these kind of programs. Even students who are here on campus for face-to-face instruction for most of their courses like the idea. These students like the idea of taking online courses because of the flexibility it affords them. We know that students will leave one institution and go to another if that institution is more accommodating. know personally of a student who was well on his way towards completing his degree here and frankly left to complete it somewhere else because he could get that degree online.
You've just asked me a question, where do I see the university using distance education in 5 years? I can only begin to answer that question because technology is changing so quickly as we speak today. The technology, I believe that we're advancing so quickly that in 5 years from now, we can't even begin to think about some of the possibilities, and in 10 years, it'll be astronomical. So, I'll answer this by this. I think more and more courses will be offered at the graduate level online. I believe more and more courses at the undergraduate level will have hybrid courses, and I think that technology will be introduced within the next 5 years that will shape our thinking about everything we do on how we teach. Learning is going to change because of the ways that we deliver it. So educational models, pedagogy, how people learn will be determined by the technologies that we develop. So it'll be an exciting time in education. It is one that we need to take advantage of, and I can only begin to give you a little answer to that because I don't know.